Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. I was gonna go chill out, do my thing, and then I saw this video that I was really interested in. And then I started reacting to it and getting I got him like 30 seconds in. And then it wasn't recording, so fuck. But yeah, let's watch why predator meat is literally poison. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. So stop thinking it, bro. Goddamn.
You know what you ate yesterday?
No.
Probably chicken, beef, maybe some pork if you were feeling fancy.
What did I eat? And I'm trying to remember what I ate yesterday.
But I bet my ass you didn't eat wolf. You didn't have a tiger steak. No eagle wings for dinner.
I had human. Okay, that was stupid.
And there's a damn good reason for that.
What's
Actually,
the
there are
reason?
like
Tell
5
me.
brutal reasons, and they're all gonna make you realize nature set up one hell of a firewall between us and our fellow killers. Here's the deal. Humans eat everything. We're biological vacuum cleaners. We evolved to digest milk as adults, which is weird as hell.
I did not know that was weird at all. Like, I thought all animals enjoy milk sometimes. But I mean, I guess that makes sense that they don't, because they don't have cups, so they'd have to suck on nipples, and nipples of nursing mothers. So I guess, imagine if humans did that, like, to get milk, like, had to find a pregnant woman to just suck on it. Never mind. Let's watch, let's watch this.
We ferment poisonous shark meat in Iceland until it stops being deadly.
I want to try that. I know it's like weird and sick and gross, but deadly. But I want to try it so bad because that's interesting. The cheese.
We eat literal mold on cheese and
I don't wanna like that's disgusting. I don't want to touch that. I want to untry that. So I want to somehow make it like I want to make it disappear from existence. I guess. All right, let's keep watching.
call it gourmet. We drink bee vomit and call it honey.
Bee vomit. I like that. I'm gonna call it bee vomit. Yeah, we got it. Can you pass the bee vomit? Thanks.
But we draw a hard line at carnivores. We don't eat the eaters, and before you say it's because
And this is where I saw up to. This is where I saw up to. So I guess more than 30 seconds, like 50 seconds. Alright, let's watch.
But we draw a hard line at carnivores. We don't eat the eaters, and before you say it's because lions are cute or whatever Disney told you, let me stop you right there. This isn't about feelings. This is about physics, chemistry, and the fact that predator meat can literally kill you in the most horrific ways possible. So buckle up because we're...
But what if you're really hungry? Like, what if you're stuck in the desert for like a year, and then that's too long with that food. Let's say you're stuck in like the woods, and you can kill a bear, and you do kill a bear. What happens? And people eat, people eat like if they're stuck in, people eat weird things. So I don't know.
going deep into why that
Like when they're starving.
wolf burger will never hit the menu at your local diner, and trust me, by the end of this, you'll thank evolution
Wolf
for keeping you
Donald.
away from it.
Wolf King.
Let's start with the money shot. Economics. Not the boring kind, but the brutal laws of thermodynamics that run this planet like a mafia boss. You ever heard of the 10% rule? It's the universe's way of taxing energy every single time it moves up the food chain. Here's how it works. Plants are the only ones who can print money out of thin air. They take sunlight and turn it into energy.
That's interesting because money's made of plants, and plants are the only thing that can. That makes sense.
Plants are the only ones who can print money out of thin air. They take sunlight and turn it into energy through
Still need sunlight though, so.
photosynthesis. 100% efficiency at the bottom.
So not by itself, with the help of the sun.
Beautiful. Then a cow comes along and eats that grass. But here's the kicker. The cow only converts 10% of that plant energy into actual cow meat. The other 90%? Gone. Burned keeping the cow warm, moving around, pooping, doing cow things. Now a
I'm a
wolf eats
cow
that
doing cow things, eh? What do you expect from me? I'm a cow. Moo, eh? Moo.
cow. The wolf only gets 10% of the
Moo,
cow's
eh?
energy. Do the math. That's one.
Why is it Canadian? Moo, eh? I'm sorry.
The wolf only gets 10% of the cow's energy. Do the math. That's 1% of the original solar energy. Now, if you eat the wolf, you get 0.1%. You're basically eating sunlight that's been taxed to death. Here's what this means in real terms. To make 1 kilogram of beef, you need to feed a cow about 6 to 10 kilograms of grain. Expensive, but doable. To make 1 kilogram of tiger meat, you'd need to feed that tiger 10 kilograms of beef. That means 1 kilo of tiger equals 10 kilos of beef equals 100 kilos of grain. You're burning through resources like an idiot billionaire lighting cigars with $100 bills. It's not sustainable.
Wait, so it wouldn't cure your hunger?
It's not profitable. It's thermodynamic suicide. This is why you don't see tiger farms next to chicken coops. A farmer would go bankrupt before the tiger cub even grows up. But wait, you're thinking, what about tuna? What about salmon? Those are predators and we eat them all day long. Good catch. Here's the loophole. Fish are cold-blooded. They don't waste energy.
Hold on. When people are like stuck in mountains, like Mount Everest, and then like they ate each other in that one famous story, whatever, like that team ate each other, and like they're predator. Oh, but we're omnivores, so that makes sense. Never mind.
Energy keeping themselves at 37 degrees Celsius like mammals do. A wolf is basically a furry furnace running 24/7. A salmon? It's the same temperature as the water around it. Zero energy wasted on heating, plus fish live in water which supports their weight. They don't fight gravity like land animals do. This makes them insanely efficient. Salmon has a feed conversion ratio of about 1.2. That means 1.2 kilos of food makes 1 kilo of salmon. Compare that to a hypothetical wolf, which would need 10 to 15 kilos of food per kilo of meat.
Combine them. Wolf salmon, ramen, or sulf. No.
Fish get a pass because physics loves them. Land predators? Not so
Physics
much.
loves fish.
Now let's talk poison.
Physics plus fish forever. Alright. I am taking this seriously, but I'm just in a silly mood.
Physics loves them. Land predators? Not so much. Now let's talk poison. If the economics didn't stop you, the toxicology will finish the job. This is where it gets nasty. You know how pollution doesn't just disappear? Heavy metals, pesticides, all that industrial garbage settles into the environment. Plants absorb a little bit. An herbivore eats a ton of plants over its lifetime. All that poison stays in the herbivore. Then a predator eats 100 herbivores. All the poison from those 100 animals concentrates in one predator. This is called bioaccumulation, and it's a nightmare. When you eat that predator, you're basically eating a toxic waste dump with fur. Every pollutant from an entire forest concentrated into one steak. Mercury, lead, cadmium, all the hits. In ocean ecosystems, this is why tuna and sharks are loaded with mercury. On land, it's even worse because predators live closer to industrial pollution. So
Wait,
with
so can you eat?
all the hits.
You can eat shark though, because shark is edible, isn't it?
In ocean ecosystems, this is why tuna and sharks are loaded with mercury. On land,
Yeah, we eat tuna. Yeah.
it's even worse because predators
Oh yeah, he said that already.
live closer to industrial pollution sources. That fox you're thinking of eating? It's basically a four-legged Chernobyl. But the absolute king of predator poison is polar bear liver.
That's a good. These are good band names. Yeah.
Four-legged Chernobyl.
Four-legged Chernobyl.
But the absolute king of predator poison is polar
King of Predator Poison. That's awesome. King of Predator Poison. That's an album name right there.
bear liver. This is where things go from bad to nightmare fuel. Polar bears are apex predators. They eat seals. Seals eat fish. Fish eat plankton. All that vitamin A concentrates up the food chain and ends up in the bear's liver in lethal amounts. How lethal? About 30 to 90 grams.
So don't eat the liver, duh. Eat everything else.
Of polar bear liver. That's a couple bites. That's enough to trigger acute vitamin A toxicity, and let me tell you, it's not a pretty way to go. Your brain starts swelling. Headaches so bad you'll beg for mercy. Vomiting.
Ouch.
Then the real horror show starts. Your skin begins peeling off in sheets. Not like a sunburn. Like someone's pulling off a glove made of your own face.
That's horrible.
Your liver shuts down. Your bones fracture from the inside. You might die or you might wish you had. Chew. This isn't theoretical.
Shoot. What?
You might die or you might wish you had. Chew. This isn't theoretical. In 1913, explorer Douglas Mawson and his buddy Xavier Mertz got stranded in Antarctica. They ran out of food, so they started eating their sled dogs. Not just the meat, the liver too. Mertz died first. Convulsions, delirium, diarrhea, skin falling off. Mawson barely survived, and he described how the skin on his feet came off in complete layers like he was molting. They think it was vitamin A poisoning from the dog liver. Husky liver. A predator's liver.
Why would you eat the liver though? Like, if I had to eat my sled dogs, God, that's sad. But if I had to, I wouldn't do it even. I would starve to death. God damn. Like, I would see no hope, no exit, so I just starved to death with my dogs. But, I don't know, man. I just don't get why you would eat the liver, or organs in general. Like, let the organs go, man. Fuck, that's disgusting. Eating chicken livers, tasty but dry, or chicken liver, cow liver, whatever the fuck kind of liver I had. Alright, let's watch this.
It killed a grown man in one of the most horrific ways you can imagine. Nature put a giant neon sign on predator organs that says, "Do not eat," and backed it up with a death sentence. Okay, so let's say you're insane. You raised a wolf in a sterile lab, no toxins, no vitamin overdose. Will it at least taste good? Spoiler alert. Hell no. Predator meat tastes like what would happen if Sweat and Sadness had a baby. Here's why. The meat we love, that juicy marbled steak.
What?
Hell no. Predator meat tastes like what would happen if Sweat and Sadness had a baby.
Hey, it's Sweat and Sadness. Sweatness. I like that.
Here's why. The meat we love, that juicy marbled steak, comes from animals we selectively bred to be lazy and fat. Cows that stand around eating grass, pigs that lounge in mud, chickens that barely move. Their muscles are soft. Their fat is distributed evenly. That's what makes meat tender and delicious. A wolf, a lion, these are killing machines. Their muscles are packed with fast twitch fibers designed for explosive power and endurance. Dense, tough, dry. The collagen in their connective tissue is thick and heavily cross-linked. You'd have to stew wolf meat for hours just to make it chewable. A lion steak would have the texture of a boot sole. And there's almost no intramuscular fat, no marbling. Fat is what carries flavor and juiciness. Without it, meat tastes like cardboard dipped in metal, but texture is just the start. The smell and taste are where things get truly offensive. Predators eat protein and blood. When you break down protein, you get ammonia, urea, sulfur compounds. All that crap accumulates in their tissues. Herbivores eat plants and their fat tastes mild, even sweet. Predator fat smells like piss and musk. Literally. Carnivores also have scent glands for marking territory. If you nick one of those glands while butchering the meat, you can throw the whole carcass away. Even without that, during mating season, male predators...
I like how it seems like he did this. He's like, alright, so during the, like, I don't know, whatever, it seems like he did this. He's like, let's see how it'll taste. He raised the wolf and, like, in a room, like, he's crazy. He raised the wolf, like he said, and he just tried it. So he was talking about himself. This narrator was talking about himself. I'm just kidding. I feel the need to say I'm kidding when it's obvious I'm kidding, So I'm probably gonna do that sometimes. I'm kidding. Not, but
Predator meat is soaked in hormones that produce a flavor people describe as a mix of sweat, urine, and old gym socks. Appetizing, right? And it gets better. Predators like bears are opportunistic. If a bear ate berries all summer, its meat might be tolerable. If it ate salmon, its meat will reek of rotten fish, so bad you can't get it down. If it ate garbage from a dumpster, congratulations, your bear meat now tastes like literal garbage. The fat in predators is a sponge for whatever they've been eating, and you're going to taste all of it. People who've actually tried predator meat back this up. Lion meat gets described as tough pork with an ammonia aftertaste, often mixed with beef and burgers just to add fat because lion is too lean and dry. Wolf and coyote? Tough, dry, and taste like wet dog smells. You have to marinate it for days and drown it in spices just to make it edible. The one exception is cougar, mountain lion.
really,
Hunters actually praise it. They say it's light colored like pork or veal and surprisingly tender. Even
really.
Charles Darwin, who made it his mission to eat every animal he discovered, said cougar tasted like good veal. But that's
I wanna try. Can I try cougar? Where can I try cougar? I wanna see this. Sorry. Where can I try cougar? No fuck. Where can I try cougar the animal as an edible meat? Oh, it's considered an exotic. Uh, okay, exotic meat markets, like specialty butcher shops, wild game. Okay, maybe one day I'll try cougar. I'll feel really bad, but maybe one day I'll try cougar. But I don't think I want to try it. I want to not have an excuse to try it, but I don't know if I can. And if it tastes good, I will.
the exception that
And the only way I wouldn't is if I knew. I don't know. I feel bad though. I feel bad eating animals in general. I do because they're tasty and they're necessary. I can go vegetarian, but I don't want it. It's not tasty. And like I don't know. And they're bred to die. Like these animals are bred to die, so that's all they know. And they're bred to be eaten. So I'm fine with chickens and cows in a way, even though I still feel bad. But they're tasty as fuck. But cougar, I feel worse because that's in the wild. That's like I don't know. That has to be hunted and killed, like taken from his tribe or whatever. I don't know. But I try it. The only thing I wouldn't try, no. I wouldn't try things that'll kill me. I wouldn't try things that'll hurt me. I wouldn't try things that aren't tasty. And I won't try human. Because that's just gross. Like, even if. But, alright, so this is gross. This is super gross. And I wouldn't actually do this. But in high school, I made a pact with my friends that if we ever got anything amputated, we would all try it. We like the five of us, the freckled five, and we would try it. So like my friend got a piece of his finger amputated. A friend from that group, but of course we wouldn't try. Like we're not stupid. That's stupid. But we wouldn't have tried. I miss those friends, man. One of them just disappeared. Another one grew up. Another one is getting married. Another one is married and lives upstate. Alright, whatever. A lot of my friends again, a lot went crazy, a lot turned to druggies, a lot got married, most got married and had kids and grew up. Basically grew up. And some went crazy and some I just haven't seen. I have like two friends that went crazy. I'm the common denominator. I'm kidding, I'm not. But let's watch this.
proves the rule. Most predator meat is a gamble.
Huh.
Charles Darwin, who made it his mission to eat every animal he discovered, said cougar tasted like good veal. But that's the exception that proves the rule. Most predator meat is a gamble, and you'll probably lose. Now let's talk diseases. Eating a predator means inheriting every parasite and pathogen it picked up from eating other animals. The big one is
Yum.
trichinosis. It's caused by roundworms that live in muscle tissue. Herbivores rarely get it because they don't eat infected meat. Predators and omnivores like bears, boars, badgers, they're loaded with it. A bear eats an infected mouse. Worms get into the bear. You eat a rare bear steak. Those worms burrow through your intestines and set up shop in your muscles, your eyes, your tongue, your
But
diet.
what if you cook it, not kick it? What if you cook it really well? Ah, loophole. I'm kidding.
Diaphragm. The pain is excruciating. Fever. Muscle aches. It can kill you. This is why any predator meat has to be cooked to at least 71 degrees Celsius internal temperature, which turns it into shoe leather and kills any remaining flavor. Then there are prions. These are
I wanted to try cow brain because they sell cow brain in a can, and I wanted to try it so bad. Like it's so interesting, it's so interesting, but there's the risk of prions, and I don't want those, and I don't want to try it that bad. So prions are not worth it.
misfolded proteins that turn your brain into Swiss cheese. They can't be killed by cooking, radiation, or acid. Remember
Sad.
mad cow disease in Britain? That happened because humans did something stupid. They turned cows into carnivores by feeding them bone meal from other cows and sheep,
Yeah.
breaking nature's rule. Predators that eat sick animals can accumulate prions. There's even feline spongiform encephalopathy, cat mad cow disease. It killed zoo tigers that ate infected
Mad
beef.
cat disease.
The higher up the food chain you go, the more likely you are to encounter a pathogen that's already trained on other mammals. Eating predators is rolling the dice with brain-melting diseases. So why do we even know any of this? Because humans have eaten predators in desperate times. During the siege of Leningrad from 1941
That makes sense. That answered my question.
to 1944, people ate anything to survive. Cats, dogs, leather belts, carpentry glue. Survivors talked about cat soup as a lifeline. It proves we can digest predator meat. Protein is protein, but this is apocalypse food, desperation food, not something you put on a menu. In some Asian countries like Korea and China, dog meat is traditional, but, and this is important, they're not eating wild predatory wolves. They're eating farm-raised dogs fed grain and vegetable
So
mush,
sad.
basically turning them into herbivores before slaughter to improve the taste and reduce that predator funk. Charles Darwin, the ultimate foodie, was part of a club at Cambridge dedicated to eating every animal known to science. He ate hawk. He ate an old owl and called it indescribably awful. But on his voyage, he loved armadillo and compared cougar to quality veal.
Armadillo. I guess I'm gonna try that too.
The lesson:
Only, whatever.
not every predator tastes like a dumpster fire, but the odds are bad enough that it's not worth the risk. So here's the bottom line. Why don't we eat predators? One, it's economically insane. Thermodynamics makes a tiger steak cost 100 times more than beef. Two, it's dangerous as hell. Heavy metals and vitamin overdoses in liver can cripple or kill you. Three, it tastes like shit. Tough meat reeking of ammonia and musk that needs hours of cooking just to become chewable. Four, it's a disease lottery. Parasites and prions waiting to wreck your body. We eat herbivores not because they're cute, but because they're perfect biological factory.
I think if I was stuck on like an island somewhere and I was really hungry with somebody, I would just like, I think what's fair would be like one day chopping off an arm, and then the other person chops off an arm, and then you have food for days. You have sustenance, and you don't have to like die. You just eat each other's arms, and like I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat my own. I wouldn't want to eat somebody else's. But I mean, thinking the hard thoughts, man. I'm thinking the hard thoughts.
They convert worthless grass into premium protein while filtering out some toxins and not accumulating new ones. A cow is a filter. A wolf is a toxic sponge. You want the filter every time. Nature built this system with hard rules, and those rules are written in the laws of physics and chemistry. We didn't avoid eating predators because of culture or superstition. We avoided it because every time our ancestors tried it, they either went broke, got poisoned, gagged on the taste, or died screaming with their skin falling off. Evolution taught us this lesson in blood, and we learned it well. So next time you're biting into that juicy burger or that perfect chicken wing, just remember you're eating exactly what you should be eating. The animals designed by millions of years of environmental pressure to be our food. Stay away from the apex predators. They're not
Stay away.
food, they're competitors, and nature made damn sure we'd never forget it.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Did I just go vegan? No, I didn't, but I always felt bad. But not bad enough to turn me vegan. I'm still a proud omnivore. Alright, so like and subscribe and all that good shit. And peace. Chicka chicka.